Hello, I thought I'd do a walk around video for those that are watching my car on eBay. So it's a Rover 1974 Rover P6 3500S. Or is it 73? I'll have to check. So it's had the 3.5 originally, has now got the 4.6. See, paintwork. It was done on my driveway on a slightly windy day, so it's not the best of finishes. But it depends what you're after. It's got bits and bobs here and there, some scratches here and there. Just take you down the panels. Looks like a bit of the paint has come off at on the rear arch. The rear arches are standard 2-inch extensions, and the back's been cut out to fit. The arch has been cut to fit. Back, the fuel tank isn't filled by here. It's filled inside the boot. Rear bumpers, obviously not there. Fix the boot. So you've got your race fuel cell. Still got petrol in it. Yeah, it has. That'll get you to the petrol station. No worries. It's 27 litre. Holly fuel pump. Electric fire extinguisher, which is plumbed into the cab as well as into the engine bay. So a bit of flaking on the paint there. Battery pull, fire extinguisher pull, polycarb windows, same with the slider. Door cards from aluminium, which I've just brushed up, put a bit of trim around, pull cord for the doors. So obviously there's no point in locking doors because anyone could get in anyway. The seats, I can't quite remember what they were. I think they're Cobra Classics, I think so. They're not too bad. This lifts up now and then, so you have to sort of tuck it back round, but get used to that. So the gearbox is as per the listing. Needs attention. I've got a replacement if needed. I might list that separately. Where's there? 77782. So inside you've got the handheld fire extinguisher, hydraulic handbrake, regular handbrake for Mr. MOT man. You've got your fuel pump. Choke isn't connected up. Recommend that, otherwise you'll have to continue using a block of wood like I do. Electric fan, which is on a manual switch, and most of the other lights I think work. I think the only thing came off on the MOT was the number plate light, if I remember rightly. Same story for the doors. Pull cord, the standard quarter lights still work. That's fine. I put a fairly new mirror on there. I had to replace one of these because that was scabby. Interior, a bit missing a light there. Headlining is a bit grubby, but I've seen a lot worse. Rear seats are pretty good. Another little nick out of that one there. But overall, they're quite nice. Recently fitted rear seat belts, so I can cart my kids around as well. So that's a nice little thing. So you can have it as a family car, as I did. That's that. Moving back round the front, the vinyl roof is in good condition, no rips or tears, no coming apart there. All the chrome pretty good. Right, so you've got the Dunlopter as a sports at the front, and the Bart's wheels, 8-inch, 15-inch, 8x15. And there you've got the Hercules HP 4000s, which are 255. Plenty of tread on those, and plenty of tread on those, there you can see. Anyway, to the engine bay. It's got the bonnet pins. It catches a bit. Let's just grab the bonnet tape. So, aluminium radiator. We've got two fans at the front. Yeah, you can see those. That way. 2 fans at the front, as I say, on a manual switch. Suspension bottle. SU carbs, 2-inch SU carbs. I think they're from a Daimler or a Jag. She's just made a throttle linkage mechanism there. Cut the two. Later rocker covers, so they breathe a little bit better. You've got the spin off for those. A standard P6 arrangement for the front end, other than a high pressure, high flow, high volume oil pump. What else? Got the trumpet socks there. So Malpassi fuel pressure regulator, because the Red Electric gives out 7 psi, and you really need to take these down to around about 4 psi. So we've got the Malpassi regulator, and then it goes through to a T-piece. So if you want to, you can just put a standard gauge on, and you can adjust it. So that's really easy to do. So you've got the fire extinguisher outlet for the engine bay there. See around this side. It's relatively clean under here. No problems there. There you have it. I shall pause the video. I shall get in and do a quick start for you. So back inside, it will be cold, but I won't bother with the chokes. It's a nice warm day. Shouldn't need it really. So I won't put the block of wood underneath. So fuel pump on. The oil pressure picks up quite nicely. So oil pressure on idle, yeah, about 40. It's not too bad. Pretty good. If you're driving, obviously that goes a lot more than that. Yeah, even just a little blip on the throttle will bring it up. And it's mic. So the water pump has always been, right from new, a little bit wobbly, but it seems to be fine. There you have it. Rev quite freely.